Hello, good morning. Welcome to another Kyle Connor YouTube channel video. I'm here at my buddy Zach's house.
Hello.
And we are talking about charging on my channel, which is unusual, but it's still important because many of the Kyle Connor YouTube channel viewers who are combustion enthusiasts like us also may have a electric car or family with an electric car and need to put in a level 2 electric car station. And in this video, it'll be really interesting because you own this Ioniq 5 and we're at your house and your level 2 EVSE broke.
Yeah, completely. It was a something in the handle. I probably dropped the handle one too many times, or my wife did, and it just stopped connecting to the car altogether. And I recently upgraded to a 50 amp as opposed to the 30 amp that the builder installed on our house. So excited about an upgrade for sure.
So Wolfbox reached out to us and said, okay, hey, we make a EVSE that's got a NEMA 1450 on there. And would you mind sharing it in a video? And I thought, oh, perfect. Your EVSE just died. Let's install it at your house and see how it works. Should have app connectivity. And it's actually kind of a cool unit. So we're going to unbox the unit. We'll show everyone around it, talk about the different stuff, because you've been living off a 110 outlet for your Ioniq 5.
Yeah, it's been miserable.
Yeah, so this will charge significantly faster than that.
Absolutely.
And there's some cool features in here that I really like especially if you run an Airbnb property, it can all be either RFID card locked or even account-based, so that no one can just roll up and steal your power. Although if we're installing it in your garage, I think we'll just set it to everyone. Because it's mostly just you.
Yeah, it's just me.
But at least you have the option. So we'll get into the Wolfbox EVSE, their product, the installation, the test, and then you've got an upgraded unit at your house.
Yeah, it's a great day.
All right, Zach, here's your Wolfbox EVSE.
Yes.
We've got the NEMA 1450 right here, already pre-installed by a licensed and professional electrician.
Yep, absolutely.
I hope.
Yeah. Ripped out that 30 amp.
That's right. Yeah, it's crazy that your house came with a 30
amp. Yeah, it's
amp.
actually right over here.
Oh, okay. Why would they install that with your house?
I don't know.
Because this is the normal, North American.
Yeah, no,
show the viewers that.
It was impossible to find a charger for this. The only company that makes one, it wasn't very great. So.
Yeah, well, at least you got it upgraded here. And so now we've got the unit to go with the new plug. And this was not very expensive.
No, it was like $150 to swap it out.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because it was already done, he just, put in a 50 amp breaker and then the new outlet right there. And it's a really short run. You can see why the builder did this. Builder charged me $700.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So watch out.
Yeah, okay. But the thing that I like about the NEMA 1450 outlets is you can then research and choose the unit that you like. So for example, if your unit breaks like the old one you had, a lesser quality one, then you can upgrade it to the Wolfbox.
The Wolfbox, yes.
So here we go. All right, let's unbox this thing. Let's see what the heck is in the Wolfbox. So we've got, I think, our main EVSE right here. Let's take a look. We're going to run through all the safety certifications because it's so important that chargers are safe, Zach, as you know. Oh, that's pretty compact.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, that looks good. And there's a QR code to download the Wolfbox EV app, read the user manual, make sure you use a circuit with 50 amps or higher, so they're factoring in safety. A lot of EVSE manufacturers just want to sell the unit, and if it blows up in your garage, well,
that's your problem.
That's your problem. But here, no, it's cool to see this. And the hardware version, E50, they want installed with a 70 amp. So they make two versions, ones that go up to a 50 amp output or a 48 amp output or a 40 amp output. And this is the 40 amp output because it's with the pigtail NEMA 1450.
Don't want to go higher than that.
No, no risk. Some of these come as one unit, then they'll sell them with the 1450 dongle, and they're set to the higher amperage, and you'll just pop breakers or burn up wires. This one, not possible.
Yeah, what is it, like 15% less than whatever? 20% less than what it's rated for.
Yep, exactly. You always want to be 20% under maximum current for your circuit.
My last one was 25 amps on a 30 amp.
Okay.
So it was right there.
Yeah, you were right there. Okay, so let's pull this out. It's got a super long cable. Dude, look at that.
Wow.
That's nice. All feels pretty high quality. This is the E40 version of the Wolfbox. Yeah, that's nice. It's a 25-foot cable, Zach. Okay, very cool. So let's throw that there. Then we've also got a cable holster, which you actually already have one.
I'll probably uninstall this because
oh, that's broken.
She's hit the bricks.
Okay, well, we'll reinstall this one then.
Yep, you can do that.
So I'll hand that to you. And that's then you've got your mounting hardware that comes included. So you've got your wall mount plate, your screws, your drywall screws, Everything right there. And then of course it has user manuals and everything that I pulled out earlier. So it comes with nice labels so you can put what version you have on the bottom of the charging station so you know what version you have, and then your full user manual right there. By the way, a lot of people think like charging is lame, but charging at home is the best thing ever.
No, it's the best thing ever. Like, I've been unfortunate enough, I drive Uber on the weekends, and I've been charging at the hub or the office pretty much like.
On that DC unit.
Yeah, because the 110s is not going to do it. So if you're going down every day to like 10%, you're not going to be able to get enough back the next day. So
yeah, so that's interesting. So the office charger's working then.
Yeah, it works great. Yeah,
that's great.
I'm an avid user.
That's right. Yeah, you're probably the #1 user actually.
Yeah, probably.
You and Brandon Tesla Flex use our office DC charger the most. But here now you won't have to go over anymore.
Yeah, this will be a much needed upgrade. So
all right, well let's do the installation. Then we'll go through the app connectivity setup portion, and then we'll do a first charge.
Cool. Sounds good.
That's not going anywhere, is that? Actually, it does look pretty good.
Yeah.
Play down now.
No.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we're professionals at installing. I use my own screws, which
And they
disintegrated.
Exploded your screw, but they come with hardware, so
Yeah.
you may as well use it. So let's see what the heck we got. Which is for what, though?
I bet it's those long ones.
The long ones for the holster, and then
Yeah,
these are for the
big
charger,
daddies.
or the small ones?
Well, there is a manual too there, fellas.
So we don't read instructions in this house.
Yeah. It's a little trial and error over here.
Well, yeah, they clearly mark it here.
It's over here.
Okay, so there's your plate. So that's for the charger itself.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the little dudes with a big dude on the bottom.
Okay, so that would be these two.
And then the holster,
It's got to be these long ones.
it's got to be the long ones, dude.
Yeah, let's just go for it.
Let's go for it. Yeah, because these are the mounting screws for the holster, like a TV mount. And then looks like these long ones. And then these are drywall inserts. Since we might use those since we don't really have a stud. It's not very heavy either.
No,
you know,
no,
so,
but the cable could get pulled.
yeah, wouldn't be the end of the world.
And they do recommend professional installation.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it. Screw me.
There you go.
Screw me. All right. Try this again. So it's not going that same hole where the screw dissolved.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there. You can see it. That's wild.
This way.
Okay.
So you can wrap your
Yeah, let's go like over here a little bit. Okay, that seems better.
So Wolfbox, nice and compact. I think it's got an LED. The question is, where do we install it in relation? I think we put it right next to the outlet. Just because the
got drill
NEMA
bits.
1450 pigtail is not super long.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking why don't we just put it kind of right over here, Zach?
Yeah, as long as there's no massive power line behind there.
Well, we'll find out when you drill in.
Oh, no joke, right? I bet it goes right here, right? Wouldn't the...
Yeah.
Oh, that could work.
That could work.
That could work.
That's it. That's the money
Perfect.
shot.
Perfect.
It's like right there pretty much where my finger is. So it's like right here.
Okay, yep.
All right.
So just go a tad
Yeah,
right if needed.
Just drill a hole in your house and
Yeah.
hope for the best. That feels like sheetrock.
Do you need the anchors?
Yeah, I'll probably use the anchors then. Screw. Big hole.
Don't strip that one.
All right. So now let's check our bracket now. Boom.
You could probably even get it in a little bit further.
Yeah, we could probably go in further on both those actually. Cool. All right, let's mount this back up because all of our wisdom. Back with the ring screwdriver, little baby screws. Boom. Your buddy Tom would be so sad.
Oh yeah.
Let's get George. Wind that up. Dude. Super easy. Nice.
Oh hell yeah! Got it on the
Dude,
wall.
like a pro.
In we go, and then you just got that one screw underneath at the bottom. Oh. Just to lock it in place.
Little locker screw, huh?
Yep. And right into the drywall.
Right into the drywall, brother. Oh, that feels like a study.
Perfect. She's locked on there, brother.
Yeah,
Look
brother.
at that. Freaking awesome.
Like
and
a
we're
professional.
plugged in. So now,
Yeah, and we're not putting too much stress on that, which is good.
Yep, no, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, nothing's under stress. You've got this in a good spot, and you've got your holster right over here. So
Yeah.
it's all a good workflow. This, we've already downloaded the app on your phone, Alyssa, right?
Correct.
And we'll pull this off. Great. So let's get this plugged in with the app. I'm going to load that up. Thank you, Zach, for the professional installation.
Thank you.
We're here with the application. This is the Wolfbox application. So I'm going to add device is access. Okay. Allow while using app. Turn on Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is on. Discovering devices. Here we go. It says I've gone to add device. We're going to add the Wolfbox EV charger. Wolfbox EV charger is being added. So what I did was it popped up under the add device. It auto connected. This has now gone blue. I've put in the Wi-Fi of Zach's house that I want this to connect to, and then he'll actually get all the data and stuff. So you'll be able to see how many kilowatt hours it does, your load. You can set, timer charging, because it's kind of a pain in the Ioniq to set your schedule.
It is.
Versus
Super pain.
here you can just go through, because we pay peak electricity in Fort Collins for a few hours a
save
day.
you a little money as well.
Absolutely. So it says added successfully. Done. Oh, we've got it. Oh, look at this. New device firmware. Oh, cool. It's got,
It wants to update.
yeah, let's update it. Okay. And update. I'll also set it to auto upgrade. Well, I've got everything uploaded. So now let's just configure the charger. We're going to set it to 40 amps because that is the maximum that we can do. I'm also more confident about it because that is an EV rated NEMA 1450 outlet. I'm going to enable plug-in charge. It will also mean that you no longer need to activate the station or tap to pay. Since it's in Zach's garage, I imagine the general public isn't going to just find their way in here. So now all we need to do, and this is where you schedule charging, by the way. So this is where you can come here and choose when you want it to start and end and your allowable times. So you can basically say, okay, you don't have to worry about any of the cars. You can just make sure it doesn't charge between 5 and 9 or whatever our peak is.
Yeah. That's nice.
Let's plug it in. I want to
let's
see
try
this
it.
thing charge. Yeah. All right, Zach. Well, we've got a pretty, actually nice connector. Feel that. That thing's cool. And it's branded for them. It's like rubberized. It's
I like the rubber on it.
Yeah, it's got a connector.
I feel like
the
it
latch.
could take an impact if you actually dropped it.
Legit, pretty strong feeling
Yeah.
latch. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, it's always hard to say. I mean, I always love to look at Tom Bologna's State of Charge Level 2 reviews.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see what he has to say about this one. Obviously, we're not reviewing it or testing it. We're just showing that it can charge faster, but let's go. First plug in. Nice connection right there.
I like that click.
You're at 89%, but it should still charge full
Yeah, I
ripage.
cranked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, things are clicking.
Don't worry, the Ioniq will let you know.
Yeah, and it's charging. Oh, dude, it's even got a screen. Charging started. Look at this. We've got 38 amps coming out of there right now, 280, 235 volts. I love that it shows you voltage and current.
9.3
right here.
kilowatts on the car.
Yep, it's ripping, and also it will tell you the temperature inside the unit, which is great. And this is sick.
This is awesome.
Okay, well that gives you way more information than I expected actually. Let me log into the app. Let's see if that will show us anything, or if we have to wait for the end of the charging session. All right, so while you're charging, you can actually monitor your charging session from the app. So you can see voltage, current, and the internal temperature, and the charging power that it's outputting right there. You can see the energy that's been dispensed. We just plugged this one in, and I think, yeah, you'll see your data will fill in over time. And you can also put in all of your cost stuff. So you can say, here's how much I pay. Here's the vehicle that it's charging, Ioniq 5, 77 kilowatt hours. And you can even turn the little indicator switch off if it's annoying. But anyway, I love that you can get all the data right there. Yeah, love that. So it's doing 38.32 amps. And that could be car limited too. Like the car might just be slightly cold and not just want, it may just want 9 kilowatts.
Well, the last 50 amp that I was borrowing from you was only doing like 7. It was a 32 amp charger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So this is even more of an upgrade from that.
Hell yeah. Well, there you go. Now you've got some high power charging in your garage.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And a really nice cable, good unit. Okay, cool. The question always is like, okay, how will they hold up? All of those things. But this one feels pretty sturdy. You never really know until you get some long-term reviews on it. But the initial installation was blazingly simple.
Yeah. Once we got the hold of it. Thank you, Alyssa, by the way, for the drywall suggestion.
Yeah, the cable is super ruggedized, super thick. and maybe not the easiest to like move, especially in super cold
It
temperatures.
could be cold, yeah. It'll warm up in the garage.
Yeah, and you can always leave it out and let it untangle a bit. It is cold out. It was 30 degrees this morning, or
Yeah, it was
18
cold.
degrees last night, let's just say.
Yeah.
And so really, really chilly. But dude, I love the connector.
I really like this because, especially the rubber on here, that's a big deal because I think that's how my last one broke. It was
Okay.
being dropped and it was like just hard plastic.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's probably not meant to be dropped, but it could maybe.
They also make a
Maybe
NAX
dropped.
variant. So if you have a Tesla or a new Ioniq 5 2025, they sell this with a NAX.
They're on
cable.
Amazon too. So
Great. Well, there you go. So we'll leave all the links in the description, but now you've got yourself a juicy level 2.
I'm
And I'm
excited.
curious to see how it's holding up over time. So we'll I'm
update.
sure, update it at some point in the future. But there you go, the Wolfbox.
Wolfbox.